Hello and welcome back to Exeter, where an unlikely playoff campaign is currently underway. In fact, 5 points off guaranteed promotion. I'll get you caught up. I'm going to start here just to remind you we are still predicted basically joint bottom, and we're 5th, which is especially confusing because I've moved this formation over to the Twitch save, over to Hanover, who are predicted 5th, and we're 5th. Can't work out what's not quite clicking over there. But boy, is it clicking here. And the most baffling part of it all is it's working against the best teams. You saw last time out, Watford, Sheffield United 2-0, 2-1, dispatched. We followed that up by beating top of the table, Brighton, admittedly via penalty, but still. A 2-2 draw with West Brom away from home and a 1-1 draw away with Sunderland. 1-1 draw with Birmingham in there, but also beat Coventry 2-0. We lost to Coventry in the FA Cup 4th round. It happens. I did somewhat rotate, I believe. But you look at those teams we've just played and done well against. Brighton, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Watford, West Brom and Birmingham, Wigan and Middlesbrough, I think I've just popped in recent times, into that top 7. At the time, that run included the other 7 of the top 8 and Coventry in those 8 games. Also, Wigan, who are now up there, 3-2 away from home, not too long ago. So effectively, the only problem team in this top 9 that we've had is Middlesbrough. The others we're unbeaten against since we'd started this formation. So up to date, we have 2 championship sides who are currently mid-table and currently managed by Premier League managers. It's Graham Potter's Cardiff and Ralph Rangnick's Barnsley. I've just read he's going to be Austria manager. But that recent fixture list has left our team somewhat tired. Fruital will be in goal today, Glody and Gonda at left back, and Betty and Stubbs remain at centre back, Key at right back. I played Navarro last time, he's tired. Norwood is in the half back role currently. He's one of the players that keeps bouncing between jaded and not jaded. Perkins and Collins, Perkins is one of those. Fernandez on the right side, he's another. Ince on the left. Rhodes up front because Birith is currently jaded, but he's going to be in the 18 just because can't do without him, frankly, entirely. Hoping the experience of Jordan Rhodes will see us through this. I'd rather rotate a striker in the home match against a mid-table side than the away match against a mid-table side. Where is their Cardiff player going there? I love that. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it. But every now and then, one of the players in the walkout will just, for no reason, do a circle. Oh, Fernandez nearly sneaks through there as Tom Davies, surely. Key, Fernandez, I'll check that afterwards. Putting pressure on. Ince is, oh, what a lovely ball to Ince. And that sneaks by Smithies into the goal for his 6th goal of the season. Tom Ince on the wrong side, effectively. But I don't really trust Scott Sinclair to be able to move anymore. He has 1 physical above a 10 currently. I think it might be natural fitness. Yes, squeezes under Smithies into that corner. 1-0 Exeter. Lovely jubbly. It is Tom Davies. But not that Tom Davies. By the way, I've finally changed. Blimey, he's. What? Why are they playing him? No offense to the lad, but Banarama? Maybe they're having the same tiredness issues we are and they've rotated accordingly. But I was wondering if it was another Tom Davies journey. Last year he went to Almeria in Spain and was I won't say constant thorn, but at least constant opponent for our Tenerife team. And enjoyed Champions League football with Almeria. It was remarkable. Norwood. He did at Almeria what he couldn't do at Everton. Almeria. Murphy now on the ball. He's played Perrier. That's a very good play by them. And thankfully, he's done it from distance there. Otherwise, that could have been more dangerous. Josh Key with a throw. I don't really know what he was intending for that. I mean, Rhodes possibly the target, but there's a point where I wish there was a marker for splitting long throw setups. The same way you've got the split for free kick distances, I would like that for long throws because I don't want him to do a long throw from there. I want him to do a short throw from there because it's absolutely nonsense that he would possibly even get that to Jordan Rhodes. But Fernandez on the ball now. Collins, Key. This has been moved around remarkably well. It's hit the post. It was beautiful football there. Even XG though, currently. Fernandez on a corner. Whips it in and Perkins heads the ball this way. Fernandez has been tackled perfectly there, but Norwood's going to go from distance and he's just missed. I was still confused why Perkins headed it this way rather than at goal. And Better gets that header. Lovely header. Is he going to get Jordan Rhodes in? Jordan Rhodes' legs. Can he hold? Had to take the shot from distance because He was running out of steam. Fernandez puts the ball in. Perkins this time does head a goal, and Smithy saves. A couple of quick-fire chances there have separated the XG out a little bit. It's not a great deal separating the two sides at half-time. I can see just generally, just by a smidgen, we are covering a little bit more ground in terms of the run, and obviously the XG separated at the end with a few good chances. But up till then, a very even game. We'll do some enthusiastic praising, enthusiastic faithing. Curious ball out to their wing-back, Sang. It's one of the tweaks I've made with the formation, by the way. I've done it on both versions, both here and at Hanover, is to get my inverted forwards to mark the position of wing-back left and wing-back right, so that when we do play a five-at-the-back system, they should, in theory, cover those positions off better than they would do normally. And I don't have to manually add in the instruction every single time we play a three at the back. Because it was one thing I was noticing, whenever we play a three at the back system, the wing-backs cause problems because our full-backs are trying to track both their wingers and their wing-backs if they have wingers as well. Perkins makes it 2. 12 goals for him. But basically, our full-backs were doing double duty on 2 sets of players. And because our inverted forwards are on attack mode, they don't track the wing-backs unless you tell them to. It just makes us a little bit more defensively secure, makes it so that our full-backs don't press their wing-backs and leave the space behind them as well. And vice versa. Because they'll end up just pressing one of the two, and then the other one will go past. There's Tom Ince, doing that job perfectly as I say that. Tom Ince with his negligible passing attribute there, with a successful tackle, of course. We've been through this recently. The tackling attribute, clearly, still nonsense. Perkins running out their defence, running out of space though, and just gives the ball back to them. How charitable. Stubbs and Mbete. Forward to Ince. Back to Norwood. Forward to Ince. Forward to Collins. What a ball that is, and what a finish. Why can't we do this at Hanover? Why is this so problematic? Look at the ball. Look at that ball through there. I watched it with majesty. Not sure that was the right phrase, but 2 goals in 2 minutes. Making this tie a lot more comfortable. Fernandez, one of the more tired players to start with. Likely to be the one to come off first. Tom Ince swap sides. Fernandez down for Matt J. Sonny Perkins, arguably another one as well. Just the 1 goal for him. Fuad Sule is going to come on. And Norwood, another one of the tired ones. I think I'm just going to make all 3. Carl McHugh comes in as a halfback. All 3 subs being made on 65 minutes is a dangerous tactic. Just played PSG recently in Hanover, and they had 2 injuries after they made all 3 subs, and yet we still couldn't score against 9 men. With this tactic, like I say, not working as well over there. McHugh with a perfect slide tackle, which goes back to their possession because Football Manager. 2-2 game between the red and white teams, Sheffield United and Stoke, currently in the back corner there. And a 1-1 draw between the current League One teams, Sheffield Wednesday and Sunderland. And Mbete, what an interception. Rhodes to Sule. See, Rhodes is doing that job really well, just hopping back every now and then, providing that supporting pass if necessary. Ince on this right-hand side now with the ball. Key. Tripped, evidently, not even being discussed as a penalty. Or not. It's a penalty. Matt J to take this one. He's just come on the pitch and scores. Smithies nearly gets it. Double digits for him now. 10 goals under his name, and under Smithies goes that penalty. I feel like Smithies needs to start saving a little bit lower down, because that's the second time I've seen a goal go under him. You can say what you want about penalty XGs. I think it was deserved regardless. 13 shots on target. He's let 4 goals in, and Smithies is on a 7.4. Fruit will leave this game with a clean sheet and gets a 7.5. One of them let in 4 goals, one of them let in none. And they are 0.1 separated in the ratings. Football Manager, sort that out. I scored 11 goals against a team in the first round of the Pokal on the stream. Their goalkeeper had a 7+ rating because he also saved about 11 shots as well. It's absolute nonsense, goalkeeper ratings. Don't want to win for the Grecians. It moves us up to 4th because Watford were pegged back by QPR. Sheffield United usurp Sunderland. Looks like Sheffield United found a winner against Stoke. They did it indeed. Still 5 points behind that automatic spot. Oh God, we can't get promoted with this team. 151 for this league. Who's jaded now? Let's do the lottery. I bet it's all of them. I bet it's all 4 of them. Oh yeah, sorry, there's only 3 that actually played that match. Perkins, Fernandez and Norwood. But it is all of them. Oh, we've officially avoided relegation, which means we've paid out some money to people Royo, Navarro, Pozzo, Stubbs, and Gonda and Akins, the assistant manager, got £2,000. So we have officially survived relegation. I think we'll be okay, yeah. Oh God, it's not actually that far till Barnsley. I should just mention there are a few people still running out of contract at the end of the year. Archie Collins, one of them. Tom Ince, another. Not too mad about Tom Ince going. He's on £3,000. He's not worth £3,000 anymore. Caprice was meant to leave at the end of last season. Had that automatic extension triggered. He's now leaving at the end of this season. Barely played this year. And Sule also in the list. But the awkward thing with Collins and Sule is whether or not we're going to be in this division next year. If we're not in this division next year, then I'm happy for them to go. If we're still in this division next year, I want them as rotation. I did get Dunkley a new contract. 2 more years, he's already 32, and he's not even championship level. But he has been our best defender, as we saw by the tackling statistics. 100% tackle record. So despite none of them are saying they absolutely need a rest, I am going to rest those 3. Fruital will be in goal, Glody and Gonda still at left back, Stubbs and Dunkley. I just want Dunkley back in the team. Key at right back, Sule for Norwood, Collins with Mortar alongside, Jay and Tom Ince back on his correct side, Berith up front. But I do think this is the last time we have such a packed schedule as we have done, apart from Easter weekend, whenever that is. I think this is the last time we have this level of games in this short period of time. No longer in the FA Cup, of course, no longer in the Carabao Cup, nothing like that. Oh, we're seeing the table. Barnsley have +8 goal difference in the bottom half of the table. +8. That feels like an outlier. Also not packing out their stands. Come on, Barnsley. You're welcoming the team in 4th. You also welcomed them with 2 yellow cards. Brutal. Hoofs it out to Josh Key on this right-hand side. He's in all the space. Not a single iota of marking there. Morton as... that was nearly fabulous. I'm just looking at their conditioning on their players. Now, Stubbs is a bit tired for us, but Knight, for them, I think it's sort of a similar level overall. In terms of fitness, it's just the different players in different places that are that little bit worse off. Matt J, if he can get it back to Berith, or he can go himself from there, he can go himself from there. Apparently also his 10th goal of the season. I think he might be on 11. As that bug returned. Lovely ball from Berith to J, though. And from there, he could have maybe found an assist, but finds the goal instead. And the 7 Exeter supporters behind the goal are thrilled with that. There was a few more in the top stand, maybe. I don't know why they've decided to spread them into the top stand when that entire section in the bottom is empty. Josh Key, a lot of people in this box right now. Someone can put the ball in. Orson hits the post. Throw in. See, from here, a long throw makes sense. Tom Ince doesn't get under it, but Josh Key gets the ball back and Sule hits the crossbar. Is that the 3rd woodwork already? It is the 3rd woodwork in the first half alone. Up to 4 bookings. Yeah, you're doing well. You can do better. Away we go again. Just had a lovely chance that we didn't see, seemingly. That's the 5th booking for them. Now, 70 minutes in, and we do need to consider personnel here. Tom Ince is having a shocker with a 6.2, although he is somehow the most fit player in this team, despite playing the entirety of the last match 3 days ago. We will preserve Ngonda at left back. We'll preserve Josh Key at right back. So the 3rd substitute will be made accordingly soon. I think we'll just take Ince off, actually. Fernandez on. 12 minutes to go. Barnsley not without their shots, it seems like. I just caught a glimpse of their shot map. There seemed to be a fair few on it. Fernandez going the length of the pitch. Holds it up. Finds Matt J at the back. Christian Walton saves. I presume that to be Christian. Not the end of the highlight. Hoofs it forward. We do like Christian Walton. Fernandez. Decent championship level, I think. I don't know if his potential is as good as it was last year. Berith buries it, and he has run off with his arms up. I had a mild concern of offside, but not even being considered. Royo through to Berith. Yeah, onside. That's fine. In real time, it seemed like it was more off. Seeing that a little bit slowed down. Clearly on. We make it too late in the day. Berith getting another goal. They are absolutely shattered as a team. The Exeter juggernaut continues as Sunderland fall to Brighton as well. They're Brighton runaway winners of this division. Somewhat unsurprising. But Watford falter. West Brom sneak into the playoffs. Didn't play today. But Watford held by Stoke. They slip up. 4 points the gap on Watford. 12 points the gap on Wigan now, who drew with Coventry. Playoffs that much more assured now. There's 10 games remaining in the division as a whole. We're still only 5 points off the automatic. And Berith is jaded again. Not that jaded. He got a goal and an assist. We do end the season with 23rd placed Preston and 18th place currently Stoke. 17th place QPR, 24th place Derby. Southampton, the main stickler between now and the end of the season. Oh god, our run-in is actually really kind, of course, because we've just played basically the entire top 10, barring Southampton and now Forest. I think, frankly, at this point, playoffs is relatively secure. If we can't get top 2, it's highly likely the situation is not going to change too much between now and the end of the season. So it's very likely I just bring you back for the last 2 games. If for whatever reason there's a reason to bring you back before the last 2 games, I will do so. But the run-in's going to be fun. But I'll see you very soon for that. If you're enjoying this journey, of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Always nice, always helpful. How are we doing this? Well, until next time, ta-ra.